Striking members of the International Longshoremen's Association, ILA, will be back to work on Friday, the union announced Thursday evening, as it reached a tentative deal with the management group representing shipping lines, terminal operators, and port authorities. Like and subscribe NewzClub for more updates. The agreement amounts to a $4 per hour raise for each year of the 6-year contract, a source with knowledge of the negotiations told CNN. That amounts to a first-year raise of just over 10% of the current contract's top pay of $39 an hour. With the 5 subsequent pay hikes, it would raise wages by 62% over the life of the contract. The union agreed to extend the contract it had with the United States Maritime Alliance, the management group known as USMX. That deal, which had expired at the end of Monday, will be now extended until January 15 and have the union members back on the job while the final details are worked out in a full agreement that will need to be ratified by the rank and file. In a statement, President Joe Biden praised the tentative wage deal. Today's tentative agreement on a record wage and an extension of the collective bargaining process represents critical progress towards a strong contract, he said. I congratulate the dock workers from the ILA, who deserve a strong contract after sacrificing so much to keep our ports open during the pandemic. And I applaud the port operators and carriers who are members of the U.S. Maritime Alliance for working hard and putting a strong offer on the table. Vice President Kamala Harris also applauded the agreement, saying in a statement, "This is about fairness, and our economy works best when workers share in record profits. Dock workers deserve a fair share for their hard work getting essential goods out to communities across America." Acting Secretary of Labor Julie Su was on site in North Bergen, New Jersey, meeting with both parties as the talks entered their final stages. According to a source familiar with the matter, White House officials had calculated that, if the strike lasted longer than 2 weeks, the work stoppage and slowdown of commerce could have had a sizable impact on the October jobs data and fourth quarter economic growth, which would have been felt by consumers when they were headed to the polls. The USMX said on Monday that it had offered workers a nearly 50% raise over the 6-year life of the contract, which comes to an average raise of $3 an hour per year on top of the current top hourly base wage of $39. The union had been demanding $5 an hour per year, according to ILA President Harold Daggett. That would have raised hourly pay by about 77% over the life of the deal. Daggett said soon after the strike started on Tuesday morning that the union had been willing to consider a recommendation from the Biden administration that both sides agree to a $4 an hour wage increase, but that when USMX had proposed the $3 raise, the union had moved back to its $5 an hour demand.